on your game winner?
Yeah, it was just kind of climbing up the wall. Had a little lane to the middle and kind of stiff one through there. Had some traffic around the net and found a way in.
Cooley was saying last game you guys struggled to find the next shot sometimes in the games. How nice does it feel to be able to close this one out?
Yeah, it's huge. I think that next goal, I think we've been in a lot of kind of one-goal games where we just haven't been able to get that last one or capitalize or just execute on a couple scoring plays. So yeah, it's a huge one. Obviously, this is a big homestand for us. We got to take advantage of, and yeah, it's a good start.
Speaking of homestand, third home win in the last 12 games at home. How does it feel to just finally get in the win column after all those struggles on the home ice?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, you got to build momentum at the end of the day, and this is a massive homestand to do that. So obviously start with one and build on a big match that you get in tomorrow. We got to get ready for, and yeah, it's kind of nice being on back to back.
What was different about this game maybe than some of those others where you came out on the losing end?
I don't know. I think we played some of those games really well that we didn't come out on the right side of. I talked about lacking that last play, the execution for scoring goals, and I think a lot of those games were one-goal games against very good teams. I don't think we were our best tonight. I think it was a grind, and we found a way, but it wasn't our best hockey tonight. And we know that. We got to be better, and end of the day, it's a big win.
How did you feel with the new line mates?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously great having Doan back. He did a great job stepping up. Obviously tough for a group having Gunner out, but he did a great job. And yeah, I think we played fast. We played well, created some offense, and yeah, a lot of stuff to build on.
Is it easy to find your line mates? Like, you haven't maybe developed the chemistry that you might have had with your other line mates and everything. Is it harder, or is it just another day at the office kind of thing?
No, I think obviously you build chemistry with guys, but at the same time, like, we still spend so much time together. We have chemistry off the ice, and you're familiar with all these guys' games. Obviously, I know Chili's game. We played together for a while. Played with Donor for a while too. So if you're not on the same line, maybe don't have that quite the same chemistry you have with guys you've been playing with for a while. But I mean, it's the NHL. You got to learn fast and build that quick.
You guys hit the post twice in the first period. Keller gets a goal overturned.
Yeah.
How did you guys make sure to remain resilient amongst having so many close calls?
Yeah, I think that's been really from the start of the year. We've really wanted to be even keel, kind of avoid riding the roller coaster of ups and downs. I think that's something that kills you in games and kills you throughout the season. So I think we did a good job sticking with it. Talked about a couple of things in between intermission that we needed to clean up and be better on, and I think we did a pretty good job once we shifted our mindset and got in the right place.
Feels like goaltender interference kind of goes either way this season. As players, do you have a feel for what that call is going to be?
Yeah, I think you got a pretty good idea when you're around the net. Obviously, it's hard when you're battling with guys. It's such a fine line where you want to be around the net, around the goalie and stuff, and such a tight area to be battling with a guy and avoid bumping. I think you see in that one so close. Schmaltzy's just trying to get around and bumps him, and I mean, at the end of the day, that's what the call is. If you bump him and you lose his position and you guys capitalize on it, you kind of know. But in the moment, I'm sure Schmaltzy, I know I had one earlier in the year that was called off. You don't really notice it. You're just battling with a guy one-on-one, and you're just around the net. So yeah, we got to obviously be conscientious of that crease, but at the same time, you got to have guys that go there.
It's the first regulation win at home since November 13th. Do you feel like there's a pressure or weight lifted off you guys?
I mean, I think we want to win every single night. We got competitive guys in this room. Yeah, I think winning at home is huge, and build off it, but yeah.
Just being back, at your age, you're going to get a chance, you're going to go down, you're going to come back. Just being back, how great did that feel, getting that call?
Yeah, it's great to come back, and obviously we had a fun group here, so to come back and see other guys is always awesome, and get a chance to play in the NHL is every kid's dream, so every time you get a chance, you can't take it for granted, and I think I went down, learned a lot, and now I'm back up.
You played with Dylan in Tucson and then here. I know you guys are close. It's got to be hard to have it happen that way, but at the same time, this just gives you more opportunity to get familiar here, and then the two of you together will be stronger when he's back.
Yeah, I think obviously it sucks losing Dill. He's a huge part of our team. He's one of the best young guys in the league, so when you see something like that, you're not too happy about it, but when he's back, we'll be ready to go. And he's a guy that I've leaned on a lot. He, in the last couple months, is just taking advice from him and kind of watching what he did last year and learning from that. So he's someone that I trust and get along with really well. So it sucks to see him go down like that, and we'll be looking forward to getting him back.
What's key to you guys closing out that third period, and then the penalty kill obviously at the end?
Yeah, I think obviously our kill did a really good job at the end with shutting them down late after something like that, where it's a real momentum swing because they score there, they get 2 more minutes still obviously, and then who knows what happens. So credit to them, and I think just getting back to our game and getting pucks in and letting our speed and our physicality take over and kind of wear them down.
This team had only one win in its last 10 home games prior. Is breaking out of that, will it require a game like this? This was a real gut check game. There wasn't a lot of great chances. There wasn't a lot of scoring. You just got to kind of gut one out, don't you? Yeah,
I think obviously we're trying to win every night, and sometimes you don't get the bounces. And tonight's one of those games where it's coming down to it 1-1, and you got to look at the bench and look at yourself in the mirror and kind of dig down a little bit deeper and try to break out of that streak. And I think we did a really good job of that tonight, obviously, with one being waved off and then going through that and battling that and then scoring another one late is huge for the group and huge moving forward.
How do you like the way that you played tonight in your first game back in the NHL?
Yeah, I think early on it's a little bit of an adjustment period, obviously, with the difference between leagues. And I laugh because obviously it's still one of the best leagues in the world down there, so it's not too much of a jump in terms of speed and physicality, but the rest of the game moves a little bit quicker sometimes. So I think right away I got a chance to get in on the forecheck and get back to a part of my game that I'm comfortable in, and I think that kind of let me settle in a little bit.
You personally seem to have a high-flying first period, high-energy first period. Was that an objective of yours going in, or was that just something that happened?
Yeah, I think that's just part of getting back up here is trying to have a good first period and fight the nerves a little bit. Obviously, when you're going as fast and as hard as you can, it makes it a little bit easier to make decisions. You're trusting your instincts rather than trying to think your way through it. So I think the first period was a chance to kind of get my feet under me and get going a little bit.
What did you miss about being in the NHL?
Yeah, I think there's obviously a lot of things. I think it's always nice to go back down there and see some of your buddies and work with them and work with the staff down there. But you get back up here and it's another level. Obviously, it's the best of the best, and you get a chance to compete versus the best players in the world and play with the best players in the world. So every time you get a chance up here, it's important and special, and I think just looking forward to playing in front of atmospheres like this and having fun with the guys.
We are in the entertainment business, eh? We make it exciting, eh? Jesus.
How big was the penalty kill and Alex Kerfoot with that play at the end of the game?
Huge. I think that just Stanny is so important for us in those situations. We sometimes talk about him, but it's your best face-off guy. It's your righty on the face-off. Your best killer. Not there for that, obviously. And Kerfoot came up big, and even the face-off he lost, didn't lose it clean, which changed everything in their structure. We applied good pressure, made a great read, cut the play. All in all, really good job.
How did you like the resilience of the team? You hit the post twice in the first period. Keller gets his goal overturned. To come back and you get it, kind of a greasy win.
To be 100% honest, we had we put a tremendous amount of pressure on ourselves, and that showed a lot. We were gripping it, like wanting to make too good, and when you play against Stanley Cup champion, you don't think of those things. You just play with urgency, and you're playing with them. When you play games and you really, the narrative around the team and our home stretch and everything, we put undue pressure on ourselves, and it showed a little bit, not a little bit, it showed in our execution. But to go with that, to answer your question, is, the guys stay with it, played really good defensively. It's a team on the other side who create a lot off the rush and stuff like that. We defend well. We cut their offense. And even if we did not generate a ton of offense, we generate some quality one. And Eight's got, obviously, the big one at the end, and we stayed with it. We find a way to kill the 55 seconds. All of it. There's a lot of good thing. Greatness come from that game. And the fact we had that pressure, we kind of like that. It's part of the growth. It's part of who we want to become. It's part of the journey where on, we want to create that relationship with our fans. That's one. We want to win. We want to get in the race. Want to get climb in the standing and all those things. So that comes with a ton of pressure, internally and externally. And for all those reasons, I think that's a good learning experience and a good building block.
André, at one point you guys held them nearly 20 full minutes without a shot on goal.
Yeah.
What do you attribute? What was the key to that? Just skating?
Yeah, I think, defensively, when we check forward, when we apply pressure on the opponent and we skate with the puck, I think it creates difficulty for the opponent. And, when you're capable of creating possession in the offensive zone, what happens is when they get possession and they can break out of their zone, they don't have the energy to attack you. So now they end up putting the puck deep. Now you get the puck. Now you re-attack again. So it's when you play against elite team, that's a big game in the game, and that's what we got much better as a team. I think it's something that will keep growing for years in our team, but we were good at that.
I think the pressure you talked about, some of that's relieved now, especially with the regulation win, and will allow you guys to maybe not, grip the stick too much tomorrow night and further on.
We'll have the answer in about 20 hours.
What did you think of Nick DeSimone's Utah debut?
Pretty good. Really good. Honestly, I think he moved well. He didn't complicate his game, made good passes. He skated well. Happy about the first impression, yeah.
What did you think of the new line combinations?
But like I said, it will be a little bit unfair to put too much in that. But, I think Boogie's line was good again tonight. They were physical. They had pace. They had speed. They were tough to play again. They were predictable for each other. I really like that line. I think, obviously, Schmaltz's line, they score an important goal for us in the second period. And, after, at the end of the game, Hayes get a big goal. I like Doan as well in his first game back. I think he kept his game simple. He had good pace, good forecheck, played the game on the right way. I think he did good stuff for us.
After San Jose got that really quick goal, you guys just locked them down defensively the rest of the way. What kind of keyed that adjustment to where you were able to just keep them from really seriously attacking?
Yeah, we they're really good at a few things. They're really good at making play from behind the net. They're really good off the rush. That was too big key for us, and I think we did a really good job at cutting their play from behind the net. We attacked them with a lot of intensity, get a stick on puck, did not let them have time from behind the net to find their option in the slot, which is a big tool for them. That was one of the key. And like I said, the way we forecheck, the way we possess the puck, did not allow them to have energy and speed of the rush. So that was a too big key defensively.